Sir, I also rise not to support the resolution, but to participate on this very important resolution. It is very, very important to all of us to understand about the importance of land, as we all know that it is very, very important to each one of us. The mover of the resolution has put to say that land is a God's given right to the indigenous people. I would love to add more by saying that land is a God's given right to the indigenous poor people to own land. I would love to know if there is any rules on this earth and in the state of Meghalaya to ensure that each and every poor people can have land to build their house at least. It is sad to know, sir, that there are so many poor people even in the village, in the rural areas. When they got a scheme from the central government to build their own house, they have no place to build their house. It is sad to see that even in rural areas, people, they don't have land to build their own house. Yes, we are happy to see that our own people, our indigenous people, they are owning big land in the village, big land even in the city, but our poor people are having no land even to build their own small house. Sir, I would subscribe to say, if there is any rules, any law to restrict holding of land in the state of Meghalaya, which is, I know it is very difficult, but it is very, very important. There are many among people, among the indigenous people, among our own indigenous people, who own land countlessly and cannot utilize at all. They utilize only 10%, whereas 90% is just left there without any utilization. Sir, it will be very, very good if our government can have time to think how to restrict holding of land. That people, that someone can have land, can own land according to the purposes. Someone who wants to buy land should have a purpose on it. What to do? At least the government, while registering the land, they may put the clause there that a person who buy the land and to register the land, they should have the purpose. What to utilize this land? Whether it is for agriculture, whether it is for tourism project, or whether it's for any kind of project. A person who owns land, a person who buys land, should have a thought in mind what to use of this land, because we want that the land should create revenue. The land should have revenue to the state of Meghalaya and to the people at large. Therefore, it is very, very important, sir. We want to see. There are so many unutilized land in the state of Meghalaya, we have seen everywhere. But if we try to get the information, it has been owned by Master A, Master B, anywhere in the state of Meghalaya. Whereas there are many poor people who need just small plot of land to do cultivation. They don't have land for the cultivation as well. Therefore, one of the reasons of our farmers, when we try to find out why our people are not that lazy, but why they don't have their farm. We still buy meat from outside. We still buy our food product from outside. Why? The main reason of this is that because our farmers, they don't have land for their farming. They don't have their own land. Therefore, it is very, very important if our government can think how to help our poor people to own the land, at least to build their own house, and if possible, to assure that our farmers get the land to do their farming. Sir, I would request, if it is possible, our own government to think this very seriously about another problem on land which we have seen it arises everywhere, and that is land problem for bringing development. We all agree the fact that we need development. Why not? We need roads, we need water supply, we need electricity, which is the basic need in life. But there are times that we do not get to do this development because of land problem. There are several times. With my own experience, I have tried to resolve so many times of the land problem. There are times that I could resolve by intervening personally and solving the problem by different means. But every time we cannot do that, sir. There was a time that I had solved land problem by doing different means to get the road constructed to connect the 5 villages. I have to try by all means to convince the landowner. But there was another road pending till now for which I could not solve because the landowner, they are not parting the land. The road is going to go to another 5 villages, but the villagers residing at the upper hills, there are 2-3 of them, they don't want to part with the land. They are not ready to allow the road to be constructed through their land. And just see what will happen to the fate of those people residing down there. 3 villages, big villages residing down there. They are not sure to get the road connectivity because the villages, the people residing at the upper hills, they are not allowing to go ahead with the work. Sir, how many times we can intervene personally like this by involving ourselves when there is no law? How to regulate this problem? Sir, I want to request our own government, if we can have time to fully discuss as a special resolution how to solve this kind of problem, to see the light of the day, that all developmental projects, which is the basic needs of people, road projects, water supply, electricity, which is the basic need of people, we have to ensure that by any way we have to reach to the people with this basic needs. But if this kind of problem arising everywhere, the government is helpless. Sir, I feel personally it is high time for us to find out ways and means how to solve this kind of problem legally. And I propose that it is very, very important to have a special resolution on this to discuss in this house how to solve this kind of problem. Therefore, sir, I want to put this suggestion that it is very, very important to have a law in place that for the basic need of the developmental project that is required by the government, people in the state should understand to part and to be part of the project and to allow the government to carry on such basic need developmental project to ensure that each one of us can see the light of the day. With this few words, I resume myself, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.